Everybody, it's Pajama Life with our review of the Diplomat and Visions. Let's go.
It's all connected.
There is no balance without the light and the dark.
Try not to die. Simple, right?
Let's go!
フォースと共にあらんこと。
Hey, everybody, it's Pajama Life, and it's a dynamic duo with my buddy David. Say hey to the people.
Hey, everybody. Great to be with you. Coming to you live from the Commonwealth of Kentucky in Hickory House. The first time ever on Pajama Life. So very excited about that.
Hey, the new Casa Downey in Kentucky. Hey, so what? You are our resident Star Wars guru. What did you think of this year's season 3 of Visions?
I have to say, the first season you didn't know what to expect, so everything was a bit of a treat. I wasn't real thrilled with season 2. This season, man, every episode seemed to really open up with a bang. They grab you. The different information, if you're, the artistry, you love it. I was very impressed with this, generally speaking. I will say, from a story, and again, we've just had maybe the renaissance of Star Wars with Tony Gilroy and Andor recently. So the bar is set high, and
extremely.
It's really high. So from my standpoint, these were visually stunning. The stories were a little repetitive, a little derivative. And Andor also, I think, introduced everyone to something that some of the early expanding universe writers showed us. There's more to Star Wars than just the Force and the lightsabers. And maybe we could get a visionary that shows a little vision and expands the story as opposed to one more different Sith and Jedi anime manga thing. We could do something just a little different would be my recommendation. I did think it was lovely. It was cool to see. But enough of my filibuster. What did you think? Is this a hit or miss for you?
I think the last episode really was trash. And kind of I was like, why did they put that at the end? It was visually terrible. It was weird. I couldn't follow it at all. It was just trash. And the other episodes were very interesting, and I like them better. It started off strong and then kind of
you're right.
Down.
You're right.
I felt like the last 2 were the worst of them. But it was good to see the Child of Hope. That one was a good one. I really liked that the first time around. I liked the duel, the second of the duel, and it was very complicated. You kind of didn't know who to root for in that one because they were.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that one I thought was a really interesting take on it. But those last 2 were like, but it's an interesting parallel with our next review of the Diplomat, and we'll talk about that after we take a peek at the Diplomat.
What happened?
President Rayburn died 4 minutes ago.
A terribly flawed woman is now the president, and only we know just how flawed.
Al Weiler, ambassador's wife.
Todd Penn, first lady.
This is an opportunity.
I'm not walking around in the middle of a constitutional crisis with a resume stapled to my forehead.
We have an unspecified threat.
Are you?
Fired? Probably.
Pentagon is drawing up battle plans for a war with Great Britain.
How many times do you have to watch her shove you in front of a moving train?
So, are we having fun?
Hey, so man, this season, I have to say, I was harder to watch. It was
Really?
so dark. It was darker than the last season. Last season was kind of like effervescent, and I liked it. And then this season, boy, it was dark. It was good. I had to stop. I couldn't watch it, binge it. I had to like take a couple of episodes and then come back and take a couple of more episodes and come back because it was just, I didn't want to see Kate with another guy and still married. I was
Yeah.
kind of like, how you just gonna be all up in his face with it? I mean, the guy still loves you. And
Right.
so that kind of, I was like, I don't like that. And I was really kind of if she was gonna get with somebody, who I wanted her to get with. And there's this whole other situation. So I was kind of like, Hal, kind of like, oh, I liked him. I thought that was one of the funniest scenes in the whole thing. And that Idra was having trouble, and oh no, I can't think of the deputy chief of station. He was having a hard time. And Trowbridge, oh my God, this dude, he's got to be the most reactive guy. It's just insane with him. It's just always constant. And that, what was it, the fifth or sixth episode when he blew the top off of what was, yeah, I'm not gonna say what he said, but I was like, oh my God, no, he didn't do that. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But it was ups and downs, and then that in the last episode where you think it's gonna be like, oh, and then they go pow right in your mouth. You were like, wait a minute, no, this couldn't have happened. I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm gonna do next season. But what did you think, David?
Well, man, I got to tell you, hard to put this show down. I think
Yeah,
it's brilliant. It does
yes,
take,
the writing is brilliant.
geopolitical dynamics and the
Yes,
interpersonal dynamics and does place it in the high school lunchroom.
yeah.
There is an
Well,
element of the high school lunchroom
huh.
when you think about Trowbridge and all of this in some of the pieces. But I love it. Rufus Sewell has never been more charming or I think stronger in roles. He's done a lot. He
Yeah,
played a lot of villains.
yeah.
A really undervalued, underappreciated role as
He
a
needs an
Quaker
Emmy for
minister
real.
in, yeah, he had an underappreciated, undervalued role as a Quaker minister in Wilberforce, a movie about how
Huh.
Great Britain ended slavery, which is, I think, one of the greatest examples of the purpose of movies to enlighten and
Uh-huh.
educate and I
Mm-hmm.
just really encourage people to watch that one. But I've loved him in this. There's such charm and
Such manipulation that
he's so cool though. He's so
he's
nice. It's
so
like,
good at it
oh,
though.
dude, I
You
love
just
him. I love
It's
him.
like that old saying, I didn't realize I had the knife in my back till I was down the hall.
Yeah.
That's what it
He's brilliant
is.
at it though, man. I love him to death. But this is a fantastic show. Uh it is a great it's just and Allison Janney and her
Oh,
role
once
little
again, she's
it,
amazing. She
she
just
can really play anything.
anything. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. She's just
Yeah.
incredible.
She is a master performer. And
Yeah,
in that, but I use that term is she can take any role
yeah,
and she can become that.
yes,
And she will be believable, whether it is the Harding woman's Tanya Harding's mother in that movie, whether it's West Wing, whether it's a school teacher in Primary Colors with John Travolta and that kind of a nod to the Clinton campaign
Mhm.
back, way back when. She is just fantastic and does such a superb job
Yeah.
in this show. And Kerry Russell really does a phenomenal
Oh
job
yeah.
in this. And again, whether however you're feeling about all the characters, you can't deny just the beauty of the scripts and how well it is put on. And I think season 4 does not disappoint. This show just continues to be so good, so fun, and so addictive. This is truly
Yeah.
binge-worthy TV to me.
Yeah. And I want to talk about the parallels between Star Wars Visions and the Diplomat, which you think, oh, some anime collection and then this story about, but think about it. You have a political thriller,
Mm-hmm.
both shows you have talking about politics and who's gonna rule either the galaxy or our planet. Then you also have the interesting story of the conflict with your mentor, right? And so you get that where Carrie Russell, Hal was her mentor husband, and he always was a mentor role. And then there's this conflict, and then same thing in the episodes in Visions where you had the F fighting with Zero, and
Yeah.
that was a mentor conflict, as well as you have geopolitical crises. You have a submarine that has nuclear arms on it, and you have a galaxy being threatened, carbonite leakage, and they're strip mining these planets. So I really thought about it, and I was like, you're talking about the same things but using different kind of stories to tell very
Yeah.
similar themes in
There are
both
some
of these.
universal patterns here. There are some real
Yep.
strong similarities, which I didn't catch. I mean, kudos to you. I wouldn't have necessarily taken us in that direction. But as I saw the little header, I'm like, I'm really looking forward to hearing what you say. And I agree. I think there's a lot to be said in those pieces. But it comes back to some of the basic um, the basic aspects of conflict. I think we see some of the parallels there
Mhm.
in how one will you go from following in the footsteps to a mentor to clashing with them in ways and to grow and evolve. So often you see this more in the parent-child relationship, but you're absolutely right. It's fascinating the role of Hal as the early ambassador and
Yep.
in his work, and just how their relationship changing, evolving for better or for worse, I guess, depending on your point of view. I
Yep.
think very very well said. I like your points there. I like that. I like that thinking that
Yeah.
you've got for these two shows. And I'm sure that Disney and Netflix had that all planned.
Yeah.
They were just waiting for that to be
Yeah.
done. But
Right.
we caught the two pieces together and showed it. Bravo to you.
Isn't that the good thing about art? Yeah, that you can have a variety of perspectives on really good material. And
Yeah,
that's
you
the
can.
thing. You couldn't have, if it was crap material, you wouldn't be able to draw any kind of findings from it. But when you have material like this that is so well done that
Yep.
you can really think about, hey, this is kind of thing, and you're seeing this, I think, going to be played out, these kind of themes being played out in a variety of shows. So just kind of look at it and see what kind of messages are we receiving right now because of the world we're living in, and
Hmm.
art is really trying to address it. And
Yeah.
so this is why it's important for you to support the arts, support reading, support banned books, support art, support theater, new original stories, be out there making sure that schools have arts program, that arts education is being supported, that the Kennedy Center is not going to be destroyed like the East Wing of the White House, like the Broadway is being supported, that your local little theater productions are being supported. Art is so important to our lives. So
It is.
that is something we are encouraging you to go back and take a look at these shows and see what you think of our thoughts and comment below and like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. And next week we will watch, it's going to be something interesting. Catherine Bigelow is back in the House of Dynamite.
Okay.
And Guillermo del Toro, oh man, I hope it's as beautiful as Nightmare Alley, is coming out with Frankenstein. So, let's see what he's gonna do with that. I think he'll do something magical with it. David, it'll be spooky horrorish too. What you got some final words for us?
But yeah, I just want to wish everyone well. I hope they are doing good. I hope you had a great Halloween. And as we get ready here on November 1st, we've got 20 some odd days until Thanksgiving. And I hope that we will, whether it's good times or bad, find ways to think about being thankful for where we are and being thankful for how we can get, whether it's our personal lives, our professional lives, or heck, our neighborhoods and even our daggone country back to where we want to be. Just be thankful about where we are in the road and see how we can all kind of contribute to those ends.
And definitely it's time to vote. So Tuesday, if there is an election in your area, in your state, read up on the issues and vote. It's more important than ever for our democracy. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.